They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
What's up, everyone? It is Auden, Execution 99, franchise
Coach,
here with Omaha X1 football.
Brings us to the so-called Silicon
Niners,
Valley
Seahawks
and
as we
Stadium
wind
in
down
Santa
season
Clara.
4.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago.
Of course, I'm on the outside of the playoff bubble looking
Pyrotechnics, you
in.
name it.
These
This
Seahawks
crowd is
are
ready
on the
as their
inside
guys
looking
get
out.
set to match up
So a loss here will pretty much eliminate me for the season.
49ers. And this will
I have
be
not
a
been good
touchback
against
as
this
that
Seahawks
sails
team.
over the end line. On first down, Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jaron Reed able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Fucking bullshit,
Shaquille
man.
Griffin with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. Hey, over here, over here.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning defensive player of the week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. And Eifert has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Hey, over here, over here.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, come on.
The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They go with Chubb on second down. And
Go
he's
down!
going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is
Are
going to
you
get him a first
fucking
down.
kidding me?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second down, here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Third down, Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble.
Of course, if that was me getting doubled up like that, I would have fumbled it.
There trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon.
God damn it, come on.
Lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now it's Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Cheesy as shit pick, but I'll fucking take
for
it.
Defensive Player of the Year. I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Go ahead. Scared. Say. 13. Go ahead.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Not what I had in mind at all, but gotta take what I can get.
11. Hey, boys, got 4. 11. 6.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right
I just
throw.
have zero
Either
fucking
your receiver
protection.
gets it or no one gets it.
I gotta
Give
run
him
the
a lot
second
of
I
credit
take
for
the
being
snap.
really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You got 4. Go ahead. Hey, check 24.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
God
Nothing
damn
on the
it!
screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Here we go. Hey, gun. 1, Omaha.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll wind up getting 4
What the
there on
fuck?
his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
12, 12. 6, 6.
On play action. Now Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's fucking bullshit.
Brandon,
Like, I couldn't get a single guy open off that shit.
Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol.
6, 6. White, white, white.
They'll run with the fullback. Use check.
God fucking damn it!
I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Wilson. Left side, caught by Matthews. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jordan Matthews, 96 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. Solid return. Pretty good field
There's
position.
no
They'll
reason why
start
that
at
guy
the
should have been able to catch
32-yard
up
line.
to me. None
And San
what the fuck
Francisco
ever.
gets set to go here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He got 29 yards that time.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
13, 11, 11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark.
Can I have
in there
anybody
to get him
fucking
for
block?
sack number 9 now on the year.
I got 5 against 4, and I can't fucking block.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
49, guys.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The
I'm all
Niners
the way
on
fucking
3rd
done
down.
with this shit.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, 12, 12.
Garoppolo now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
Yeah, and it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A give. This is Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. Wilson now off the bootleg. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's caught. Lockett. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A run for Nick Chubb. A little juke. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and they're going to have a third down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working on smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On second down, Wilson. To the left side here for Eifert. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Here's Wilson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
13. 11.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
13. 6.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
21.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done. Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wilson and Matthews over the middle with the grab. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They pitch it to Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
95.
And again, it's Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Let's get it, baby. Let's go home. Zebra.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. On 1st down, Garoppolo steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Jarek McCammon, 88 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Wilson. To the left side here for Eifert. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They run. Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Eifert has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Play action. It's Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They get it to him running left, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Malik McDowell in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4 down. By 20.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Garoppolo on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Garoppolo. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Corey Legion in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On play action, now Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. This throw caught right around the 6. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
11.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. Whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage.